In this video, I'm going to be purchasing a laptop computer for one of my brothers. I'm going to show in my notes from the interview that I had with him about what he needs for a computer. I've already selected the computer. I'm going to show a little bit about how I did a comparison between computers that were available on Amazon and computers that were available on Dell and HP. Turns out that I found a Dell computer that was at a sale price that makes it a better computer for a little bit less money than what I was finding on Amazon. That's kind of an unusual circumstance. I very commonly buy computers from Amazon, but somewhere along the line it came to my attention that Dell and HP have some pretty good sales right now. So let's see, what else am I going to do? Okay, so I'm going to show creating an account on Dell's website for my brother. So I'm going to be doing this all as pretending to be him. I'll be setting up an account on Dell's website, and I'll be using his credit card information. The computer is going to ship to him. When he gets it, we're planning to create a video of me talking him through starting the computer up and configuring it. And then when we get to the point where I can actually connect remotely to it, then we'll have him on a Zoom session through his new computer to do a little bit rest of the setup. I'm doing this for my brother for free, but this service is available for free to viewers on YouTube who would cooperate with me and allow me to create videos out of providing this assistance to them. So he's not really getting special attention by virtue of being my brother. This is something that I provide to people, free computer support services, basically, if you're letting me make a video involving you. So here, let's go look first at my notes. So I got this tab here identified with his name and the date of our conversation. So we had a phone conversation. He needs a new laptop. He does watch YouTube, does not watch movies. He wants Excel. He wants a full keyboard. He's a secretary of his EAA chapter. He uses Google. No games other than what comes with Windows. So he's not a gamer. Sometimes he hosts Zoom sessions. He wants a numeric keypad. We talked about 13, 15, 17-inch computers, and we determined that the computer he has, this Asus Ultrabook, is a 13-inch computer. Corner to corner, he says it measures 15 inches, but when he starts it up, it has a really wide border. He's had a maintenance plan all along with Geek Squad. He bought this from Best Buy, his old computer. He wants to go a little bit larger on the screen. And he'd like to have a computer that's just a 1/2 inch to 5/8 inch thick. He says his computer feels thin. He carries it in a bag with mouse and cords, uses it on battery power a lot, but he's never far from power. He'd like to have 2 years of battery power. Current computer's about 7 years old, don't need a CD drive. He has a Microsoft 365 family account, wants to downgrade to a personal account. Now on that point, we already determined that his Microsoft 365 account was a trial account, a trial 30-day account that he started just last month. So we've already canceled that, and we'll be resubscribing as a personal account. Well, I guess that's what I see here on this next line. Then I also have his Microsoft 365 credentials. They're right here. You can't see them because they're in a white font. That's a little trick that I use when I'm going to be displaying something on YouTube or anywhere else, that I'll put it in a white font, and if I just select that text, if I just drag my mouse over that area, that's enough for me to be able to read it. And then down here I also have his credit card information similarly in a white font. That's why you can't see it. I was thinking at the time of our conversation that a 15-inch HP Spectra would be good. And it that the computer looks nice is important to him. So I'm going to switch over here to my Chrome browser, and I have the computer that I'm intending to order for him, and I've already spoken to him about this computer. It's an Inspiron 15 3000 laptop. Retails for $788.99. It's on sale at a $289 discount for a total of $499.99 right now. On Amazon, the closest comparison I could find, it's not that one, is here. Dell Inspiron 3000, 15.6. So it looks pretty much identical. This one is listed for $549. So let's look at the differences. This one is an i3 10th generation. If we come back here to the Dell screen, we see that it's an i5. Let's see, I think I have the more details of it over. Nope, that's for someone else. Let's get to the detail here. Of course, right here, view full specs. So it's a 3000. There's a specific model number 3511. It's an i5, 10th generation. So this one is, the one on Amazon is only an i3. So this one from Dell, for less money, is a little bit better right at that point. This one has a Windows 11 Home. Well, I talked to him about Windows 11 and that a few years down the road, you're going to have to go to Windows 11. Buying a new computer with Windows 11 already pre-installed makes a whole lot of sense for me. And it's a computer that was manufactured with Windows 11 in mind. So here we get Windows 11. The Amazon listing is Windows 10 Pro. He has no need in having the Pro version. And this one is Windows 11 Home English. Okay, then coming down here for memory, we have 12 gigabytes of memory from Dell. Let's see, that's 8 gigabytes plus 4 gigabytes, so two separate sticks of memory. And this one is 12 gigabytes of memory, so they're the same in the memory. Then what do we have next? The LCD is 15.6 inch. That's the same on both of them. And next is, the next significant point is storage. Do I have to go down that far for storage? Did I miss it up here higher? Here it is. I just slipped right over it. 512 gigabyte M.2 NVMe, which is the best form of storage that we could get at this size. And on Amazon, that was a 256 gigabyte SSD. So that could be a 2.5 inch SSD. That might be an M.2 not NVMe. Or if it is NVMe, they're not telling us that here, which is odd that they wouldn't say that. So first of all, it's a lower amount of storage, and it cannot be any better type of storage than the M.2 NVMe. That's the fastest that we're going to get. So very significantly, this computer is better than what's available on Amazon, and it's brand new, original warranty, going to be in all the brand new factory packaging. This one on Amazon, I have not been able to find anywhere whether this is claimed to be new or factory remanufactured or seller remanufactured or overhauled or anything. I can't tell anything about it. So this computer is going to get shipped directly to my brother. I have a better feeling about him receiving a computer that's in brand new original packaging than getting the computer in the way that sometimes they come boxed from various different sellers, rather non-standard, to put it that way. Okay, so I like this a lot. Now I'm signed in right now. Well, I'm not even signed in with any account, so that's good. I'll just go ahead and create an account here for my brother, because if you're going to do this for yourself, you'd be creating an account too. So we're going to call it Tom Betts. Whoops. You'd think I'd know how to spell my own last name, right? And then I'm going to go grab his email address. I put his password in there while I had the video paused, and then I'll tab to the password field and paste the password in. Well, I meant I had put his email address in with that blurred out while I was on pause. So there's the password, and I'm going to check it. While I had the video paused, I clicked the show button there to confirm I've got the password there that I thought that I had. Then I don't want to register for Dell Rewards, and this part down here I want to receive offers. I'm going to remove that check mark. I don't want that. Then let's see, this would be my account over there. I'm creating a new account, and then click the Create Account button. Now we're ready to check out. I looked over the numbers here, looked over the computer to be sure we got everything the way that I intended it to be. So I'll click on Checkout. That'll take us to the next screen. I filled in his address and city, state, zip, and phone number. While I had the video on paused, I have the address and phone number blurred out. Then scroll down the screen a little bit. Here we have the delivery options, and he told me that it would be worth a little bit extra to get it sooner. So this is saying get it by Tuesday, November 23rd. Today is November 16th. So we can get it quicker. Let me bring up a calendar here. So today's the 16th. So we can get it by 23rd with normal shipping. We can get it by the 22nd with expedited delivery. That only shaves off 1 day from a week. That's not very impressive. Get it by Thursday the 18th. So 2 days from today. I know that would make him feel comfortable because he has a meeting to attend on the 1st of December that he wants to be able to have this computer in operation. Well, it's probably quite comfortable to be able to do it on the 22nd or 23rd, get it then and have it ready in time. But it'd be even more comforting to get it there. So that's going to be worth a little bit to him. Let's see how much money, extra money, that would cost. So I'm going to click on this, get it by Thursday, the November 18th. And surprise, surprise, it says free. Wow, I did not anticipate that. We can get express delivery. The expedited delivery, was that also free probably? No, expedited delivery was going to be $35. Whereas express delivery is free. Go figure that. Surprise on top of surprise. I was surprised to begin with finding a better computer for less money on Dell's website. Now I know I didn't go through all the other Amazon choices, but really that was a pretty fair comparison. It was not out of line at all. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next, this green button for Next. The options here, financing, that'd be through Dell or a credit card or PayPal, Google Pay, or other options. What are other options? Online banking or Dell gift card. All right, so we're still looking at $4.99. We're showing shipping free. Still blows me away, and the tax. So this is looking really good. Then we're going to click on credit card. And here it wants the credit card information. So I'm going to pause the video recording and go ahead and put that in. I've entered all of its credit card information. I've blurred out, of course, the details. A person might think that you should never give out your credit card information. Well, you're giving out your credit card information every time you make a purchase with a credit card anywhere, or if you're doing it over a phone, you're giving them the 3-digit number, typically for a Visa card or MasterCard, 4 digits for an American Express. I have a lot of my clients give me their credit card information. I keep it in a secured way in my records. Credit cards, if somebody makes a fraudulent purchase, if I make a fraudulent purchase on somebody's credit card, you, as the credit card holder, can reverse that. So it's a useful way to do a transaction like this. With Dell and HP, I have run into problems. I have tried to charge to the other person's credit card and then ship it to my address and to my name for me to set up the computer and then give it to them. And that doesn't work because their fraud departments in Dell and HP will block that. And similarly, if I charge to my account and try to ship to somebody else's name, that doesn't go so well either. But when I charge to somebody, or when I use somebody else's credit card, they're getting the computer with no markup. In my business, when I buy a computer for a client, that is rightfully and normally and standard practice that there's a markup on that. So by using somebody's credit card information, they get a better deal out of it. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. I'll click on the review button here. While I had the video recording paused, it verified the credit card, and it came back with a message that said verified, and then took me to this screen. So here's a verify and submit order screen showing where it's going to ship to and who it's billing to, and then the payment method. Of course, again, those items blurred out, and the dollar amounts are still showing correctly. So you always want to look at these and confirm them. I've had times when I wound up ordering more stuff than I thought I was because I wasn't watching the summary of the order close enough. So then I'm going to click on Submit Order. That takes me to this screen. Thank you for your order. Gives all the details in here. We're expecting that now within a couple days. The last thing I want to do here is show how I found and selected that computer on Dell's website. This is one thing that I don't really care too much about, the way that Dell's website is set up, so it's worth giving a little review for. So you go to Dell.com, and then up here in the upper left we got products, and go to laptops for home. There's lots of different ways that they have their products organized. So I'm essentially going to show the way that I went to find eventually this laptop for Tom. Scrolling down here, XPS laptops 2-in-1. If you know that's what you want, then you could click there. If you want Inspiron laptops 2-in-1 PCs, okay, that's Inspiron versus XPS. If you know the difference and care. Alienware laptops, which Dell is right for you? G-Series gamings, Dell Chromebooks, laptop deals, fast shipping PCs. That's what I wanted. And I know I'm in the laptop section already. So this is the one that I thought was a big hello, look at me. So each of these are probably going to come up with a lot of the same computers. But the ones categorized in here are the ones that you can get quickly. So this says buy today, get tomorrow. So I click on Shop Now, and I knew that I was looking for a 14-inch laptop to begin with. So 15-inch laptop is what we wanted for Tom. So here's a 3000. That's looking pretty good offhand. And here's a 15. This one was for about $50 more. What's the difference between these two? Windows Home, 15.6-inch, 256 gigabyte, 512 gigabyte, and 12 memory. Well, this one for less money has more storage space and larger memory than the one that's more expensive. So here I just eliminated that one. This one I'm interested in. Not looking for a desktop. Coming down here, 14-inch? No. 15-inch? Yes, that's a possibility. But look, that's $700. What about it, what I would use to go that high? What would attract me to go to this one that's so much more expensive? Okay, it's an i7. That's why it's more expensive. He doesn't need a fast processor. He just does web browsing and typing of the minutes for his EAA chapter. He does not need an i7. He would never benefit from that. So we're not going to go up. That's $700 compared to $500. $200 more for a feature that he's not going to use. Is that a difference between these two? Oh yes, I see that's a difference between these two. Is that this more expensive one was an 11th generation rather than a 10th generation. He's not going to benefit from that at all. He'll never notice the difference. So coming down to see what other Inspiron 15s. We already eliminated that one. There's a 13-inch, 14. Here's a 15-inch, way more money. There's nothing that we're missing on the one that we're looking at now. This has twice as much RAM memory, and it's an i7. Both factors that are not going to benefit him. He's not a gamer, so we're not interested in that. So it looks like these are all going more and more expensive, so I don't even need to look at them in much detail. So I'll come back up to it. I'm already limited down to one that makes the most sense and easily accommodates everything that he needs. I showed earlier in this video where the Amazon comparison was more expensive than that, and for a less equipped computer. I'm not even seeing where that is now, but I showed that earlier in the video, so I'm not going to go stress out to find that. So that is this one. So that's how I went about selecting this computer. A little bit about how you can find your way around. If you want to pick specific processors or RAM memory size or storage size, you could do that here, whether you want Windows 11 or Windows 10. So anytime you select one of these, it's going to reduce the number of selections you have and just eliminate all that extra noise. That's all there is to this. The next video in this series for Tom will be to help him set the computer up remotely, and I'll catch you there. So I hope this video was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.